Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm here all by myself. Oh, but I got Ringo here, who's still throwing up a little bit, but not as much. Baby Enzo and Chet are gone. I don't know where they are. So, what do y'all feel about having just me today? Since he's not here, I don't know if we can sing the morning jingle all by ourselves or not. But today we're talking about something that's new in the news, and it's fines and masks.
Look who's here
You didn't.
with a monster drink.
So he was late because he had to go get me a monster drink
I
at
had
the
to-
last minute.
I had to go get her a monster drink last minute. All right, ready?
So,
Rise and shine. Join us for a lap this morning sea leg journey cruise. All right, I hope y'all sung that along with us.
okay, so I saw that the numbers dropped when I said I was here all by myself.
Oh no, come on,
Yes.
people, come on back in. Look, Squeaky Toy's here and everybody's here. Ringo's here, Baby Enzo's here.
So obviously everybody watches this show for you and not for me.
That is not true.
That is not true. So,
Excuse me.
the first one in the house this morning was the gala. Oh wait, first we have to. I'm so sorry. I'm out of sorts because he wasn't here with me when we started.
That's your. You sent me to go get a monster.
I know, right? So first of all, we want to say good morning to everyone that's listening and driving or listening and doing other things. And Chet really is here.
I am here, and I'm listening and doing other things.
So the first ones in the house this morning were the Gaylords.
The
Good morning,
Gaylords.
Gaylords.
Woohoo!
And we have Law Jones is in the house. Good morning, Law Jones.
Good morning to the Great Lakes and Law Jones.
And Law Jones says he was the first one here, but actually the Gaylords were the first one here because they were here at 20 minutes till.
What?
Yes.
They were here before we were again.
They may have come and gone, but
You know, it's a toss-up, though, between those two and Eddie Lugos. And sometimes Z-Man will pop in early, too. So,
but I think Law Jones missed it because he had to go for his coffee refill.
Did you get a coffee refill,
He
Law?
did. He got a coffee refill.
While you're getting a coffee refill, we had to go get a monster refill.
And the Gaylords said that they're already on their second cup of coffee and they're ready to go.
Ready to go. All right, we're ready to go, too.
And we have Fearless Ramblers in the house with us. Good morning, Fearless Ramblers. So nice to have you with us.
Good morning, George. What's happening?
And we have Eddie Lugo.
I knew Eddie was here. Where are you parked at this morning, Eddie?
Well, he'll tell us here in a little bit, I'm sure.
I'm rise, but not shining yet.
And everybody get that salute up.
Mark
Good morning
the Shark.
for Mark the Shark.
All right. Hey, Mark the Shark.
Right.
Woo!
Let's see. Blah, 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 blah,
Hey, at least we know where to wave at to Mark the Shark now. He pointed out where his
boys.
big apartment complex, housing apartment thing there is in Miami. So I'll recognize that.
And Jeffrey Schmidt is here this morning. Good morning, Jeffrey.
Good morning, Jeffrey.
He's on his way to Planet Fitness.
Are you on your way to Planet Fitness?
He has to be.
You know, I haven't been to the gym since we got back from the cruise. I keep going to go, but I've got so much to do around here. I'm still cleaning up hurricane debris around here.
You know,
I've raked up literally tons of debris.
We had a pretty bad day yesterday with all the negative people that we were surrounded by yesterday. And it's like, you know, we always face adversity in our lives with as much positive as we can, you know, so we don't go around and saying all molly grubs. But boy, let me tell you, yesterday, the people that were just over it, and I just gonna have to say this. If you are mad at social media because you don't like what's going on social media, is that phone your own phone? Turn it off. You don't have to listen to it. Don't complain about it. Just don't listen to it.
Or better yet, turn it over to Sea Lake Journeys.
You know?
And we'll turn on some happy stuff for you.
So yesterday it was like every time you turn around, somebody was complaining about what people were saying on social media. Turn it off.
Listen,
turn on something positive.
You can always look at things two ways, a negative way and a positive way. And she'll tell you, when I got ran over by the car and my leg was on the other side of the road, I called her on my phone and I said, hey, I'm going to lose a leg, but I'm going to be okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to be okay. That was the key point, not losing a leg. So we got to try to find the best that we can and try to move forward, you know?
Right.
But there's always death around us. There's always tragedy around us. There's always bad stuff going on around us. But you know
Can
Hello?
you hear us now? Somebody let me know if you can hear us
Let
now.
me know if you can hear us.
We switched microphones. Let me get down here to the new comments. Sorry. No sound, no sound, no sound. Lost your sound, lost your sound, no sound, no sound. Your sound cut out.
Okay, how about now?
Can you hear us now?
Can anybody hear us now? Yes, now.
Yes, now.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
thank you.
All right.
So anyway, what we were saying was if you have something negative and it's driving you crazy,
Like that microphone.
Turn that negative off and look for something positive, because trust me, there is something positive out there. Okay, so back to saying good morning to everyone that's in the chat.
Smile, everybody. Smile.
Shoot. Here's a Gaylord's comment.
All right, let's
if
see
I
what
can
we
get
got.
it up here.
I have been messaging with Charles Schwab buying Carnival cruise stock again. Yes, because it went down to $6.70 or something.
Yes.
Good time to grab it up.
Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey Schmidt, joke of the day. All right, this is great. It's deer hunting season in Michigan. So here it is. My dad took me hunting. He told me you have a 3-minute head start.
Okay, so since we're going to do bad dad jokes today, let me tell you the bad dad
That's
joke
a
I
good
heard.
one. That's a good one,
So,
Jeffrey. We appreciate that.
A priest and a nun were traveling in the woods, and a blizzard came up. So they found a cabin, and they decided they would need to hold up in the cabin overnight. So there was a cot and the floor. So the priest said to the nun, "You take the cot and the blanket, and I'll take the floor." So a few minutes later, the nun says, "I'm cold, Father, I'm cold." He says, "Okay." So he gets up. Thought Ringo threw up again. He gets up and he tucks the blanket all around the nun, and he says, "Is that better?" She said, "Yes, it is." A few minutes later, just before the priest starts falling asleep, the nun says, "Father, Father, I'm cold." He says, "You know what? We're in a blizzard. I'm sure that God is going to forgive us. Why don't we just pretend like we're married for the night?" She's like, "Are you sure God's going to be okay with it?" He says, "Trust me, God's going to be totally fine with it." She says, "Okay, we'll pretend like we're married for the night." He says, "Okay, great. Get up and get your own blanket."
Okay.
That's my bad dad joke.
On that note, how about giving us a thumbs up?
So, we have See Me Traveling's in the house. Good morning, See Me Traveling. Happy birthday, Kurt.
Yeah, happy birthday to Kurt. How about that?
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so we got everybody saying that we're loud and clear. Law Jones says,
Thank you.
Let's put this up here.
We've got to fix our microphone issues later. Okay, so optimistically, it's a good time to read lips. Oh, what? You know, we can sign.
We do know how to sign. There you go.
See Me Traveling says, "You two are always positive. We love that about you both."
Well, thank you very much. We try really hard.
Thank you for that. Yes. And George says, "Yes, I am searching for a nice mic."
Yes, because you have a video out about which mic, and
we got a great mic.
I don't think it's the mic. I think it's the connection over here. The dogs, they get up underneath the desk and they unplug things. We don't know what they're unplugging.
This is our mic. It ain't a cheap one, I assure you.
And hey, Fearless Ramber liked my dad joke.
Oh, I did too. I
got 2 thumbs up on my dad joke.
All right, did we get another? How about another thumbs up? 3 thumbs up means you really like it. The Gaylords say, "Is that what we're supposed to do as a married couple?" I always get up to get my wife a blanket. Hey, Gaylords, I'm with you, man. My wife, I'm her room service at home. I need something to drink. No problem.
He really is. He's my room service at home.
Yep.
So we need to get this show underway. So did we do the morning jingle?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. So let me do my positive affirmation for the day.
Okay, do that.
Okay, so my positive affirmation for the day. Are y'all ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right. Pay attention. They say that love is more important than money. But have you ever tried to pay your bills with a hug?
Yes, I have.
Did it work?
I tried that at Publix the other day. Remember, you was there.
He tried to give the cashier a dance.
I was going to dance for him. They weren't interested.
It didn't work. It didn't work.
Oh, well. Yes, I have tried that, though.
Okay,
well,
so useless facts.
I got some useless information. This is really useless, but interesting. China's Beijing Duck Restaurant can seat 9,000 people at a time. Can you imagine that? 9,000 people at a restaurant.
Wow, that's a big restaurant.
Well,
sure it's not a cruise ship.
Yeah, no. That's what I thought too. I thought they should build a cruise ship. But this is a good one here, right here. Since they're all talking about the straws and the wildlife and all that, a company in Taiwan makes dinnerware out of wheat, so you can eat your plate, unless of course you have gluten issues.
So I think we should start this show off with positive quotes, useless facts, and dad jokes.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay, so today we're going to start with our small topic first.
Oh, before you talk about that, though, we got to say last night our premiere was a huge success.
Oh, was it?
On the handicap cabin we did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got a big number of views. I looked at that this morning. I'm like, wow, a lot of people want to see a handicap cabin.
Okay.
How about that? Hey, and if you know travel agents, sometimes they aren't aware of what the handicap rooms or issues may be. Feel free to tell them to check out Sea Lake Journeys. we'll help them out there a little bit, okay? Oh, and also, I told her I was going to throw this in this morning. We are dangerously close.
Oh, yes, we are dangerously close, everyone.
We're dangerously close to 700 subscribers. Dangerously close to 700 subscribers. So feel free to tell your friends, your neighbors, people you like, people you don't like, people you don't know.
Yes.
Subscribe to Sea Lake
So the Gaylord said that was a nice room tour. And you know what? I kept telling Chet, you got to stop with all this crazy monster stuff out the window. People aren't going to get that. And so then Meg says that she loves Chet's humor because it's her same kind of humor.
Well, I thought it was pretty good. Yeah.
Even though we don't have Tanisha here this morning, the Fearless Rambler is going to tell us it's National Taco Day.
National Taco Day.
Not
Meg.
National Plate Day.
Well, Meg should have known it was National Taco Day. Meg, why didn't you tell us it's National Taco Day? And not National Plate Day. Well, you know, in Taiwan, you can eat your plate.
And Law Jones says he got a little squeeze for change.
I got a little squeeze change.
Okay, so our first small fact for today is that Royal Caribbean and Celebrity are no longer requiring crew to wear masks.
How about that?
So that means that a lot of cruise lines are going to be following suit for that.
That's about time, man.
Yes, we did see on the Freedom that a lot of them were pulling the mask down and that they did not have to wear the mask if they were not around passengers. So we knew that was coming pretty quickly.
Yeah, so what do y'all think about that?
Oh, Leonard Family Fun just dropped in.
Oh, there's Tanisha. She can tell us what day it is.
Good morning, Tanisha.
Good morning. Waiting on Lyft to take me to the airport.
That's right. She's traveling.
Happy National Cinnamon Bun Day, National Taco Day, National Vodka Day,
Woo!
National Golf Lovers Day, and National Eat Fruit at Work Day. How about that? Okay. Boy, that's a lot of national days right there. Thank you for that, Tanisha.
Well, since it's National Golf Lovers Day, today in our community where we live here, we have 3 golf courses and only one of them has been open since the hurricane, but today they're supposed to be opening the second golf course. So maybe because it's National Golf Lovers Day, all 3 of our golf courses will be back open today.
Well, one of them will have to golf in a submarine, so I doubt that one's going to be.
And National Vodka Day. Wow. So
yesterday was National Tequila Day at our house. Just ask Kurt from See Me Traveling.
Yes, we had a very rough day yesterday. So I got home from work and I told Chet, we heading for a margarita. I don't know where we're going to get a margarita at, but so we went to our local Mexican restaurant, which has really good margaritas. Yeah. And we had margaritas and chips and dip. That's all we had.
The margaritas are fantastic there, and the food is okay. Nobody goes there for the food.
Leonard Family Fun says she sees those thumbs up. Thank you guys for the thumbs up.
Thank you for that. Yes.
And Leonard Family Fun says, pick something and celebrate accordingly. And
yes.
Law Jones says, let's do them all at the same time.
I'm right on, Law. Yeah, how about that? Let's do them all at the same time.
So Fearless Rambler says, get out that shot glasses now. Fill your CME shot glass up. Okay, so our main topic for today is that Carnival has just announced that with all these fights and everything, I'm actually going to read the policy to you. So,
oh, great. The phone's ringing. Let me go take care of that.
Let's see. Oops. And it just crashed.
What crashed?
My little thing I had up here. So he's going to answer the phone. It's probably a roofer calling because we're trying to get a roofer to come fix our roof. So, good. Jeffrey Schmidt says, good. No mask for the crew. If someone has a problem or complain about that, they don't have to go. So, I'm so sorry. Today is just a terrible day for this show, I guess. Your car insurance has expired. The Gaylord says that's a phone call about your car insurance has expired.
Matter of fact, it was. How'd you guess?
So, I didn't lose it. Okay, great. So I'm going to read this to you real quick before it disappears. Carnival Cruise Lines has announced that they are now going to be charging an additional $500 up to $500. No, I'm going to read it to you.
Read it to me.
Any violation, this is from Carnival, any violation of our code of conduct may result in a fine of $500 and reimbursement of expenses incurred by Carnival as the result of the detainment or disembarkation. They also say, our experience has taught us that everyone has a better time when children are supervised, noise in the hallway is kept to a minimum, guests follow cues, and that the spirit of community and neighborliness is shown by all. And then another part of their statement says, the Carnival contract includes language such as guests agree during the course of the voyage to follow the direction of the ship's master or his authorized officer, and guests further agree to abide by all shipboard rules and policies. Well, one of the new policies that they have just implemented is your behavior can cost you a fine of $500. But the small print in that is what we're going to talk about. So a lot of people say $500, I don't care. I'll pay $500. So what?
Yeah, but it's going to cost you a lot more than that, probably.
Yes. So Debbie Sigler, she says, way to go, Carnival. It gets better because we're really going to discuss it in a little bit of detail. And go Carnival. This has got some stuff into it. Jeffrey Schmidt says, I will pour a schmearing off at 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
So let's talk about that. Okay. So first of all, your bad behavior is now going to cost you a $500 fee plus expenses incurred by Carnival. So let's start off small, shall we?
Yeah.
Your fight caused the table to turn over and you broke some glasses.
Oh, gee, there's another $40 in glasses.
Yeah. So now your fee is $140. But let's say that it costs a little bit more and you broke that table that those glasses were on.
Uh-oh.
Now what are we talking
another
about?
$300. Yeah.
Good morning, Journey Awaits.
Good morning, Journey Awaits.
Okay, so now your next thing is the table tipped over.
Yeah.
Broke the glasses and broke one of those wonderful glass windows that are what? Like, how big are those windows, Chet?
They're big. They're expensive too.
Yeah. So now you're paying for a broken window.
Yeah. So these fees can start adding up real quick. So your $500 is already turned into $1,000. And guess what? Other fees and expenses Carnival could throw at you too.
So before you say this next one, Law Jones has the brig cost more than the best room.
Oh.
So that was our next point.
How about that?
The cost of detaining you.
The cost of detaining you. Yes. What does that brig cost? Or even if they lock you in your cabin and put a guard outside, what's that going to cost to watch you for 24 hours?
Right. So now they have this security guard standing outside your room till you get to the next port. How long is it till you get to the next port?
At least a day, usually.
So what is the cost of that employee standing outside your room? Now, this is not a lower level employee either.
No, it's security officer.
It's an officer standing outside your door.
And it's 24 hours. So when he gets off, another one comes stand there.
There you go. And the Fearless Rambler says it's a Western fight night.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the cost of detaining you, the cost of the officer standing outside your room.
And the damages that you've done to their glasses and tables and windows.
But if you were in a balcony stateroom, they needed to move you to an interior stateroom if they didn't have a brig. Now the cost of another room.
They're going to charge you for that room.
That's right. You're not going to get that room for free. Come on. Are you serious? And what else do we have about detainment there? We had something else.
Oh, guess what? You injured another passenger.
Oh, well, you jumped way down.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, we had it written down. We had it written down. The cost of leaving the port late. Now, you got to the next port.
Yeah.
And they've had to call local law enforcement. Okay, local law enforcement's not free.
Nope.
That's not free. That cruise ship is paying for that local law enforcement to come to that ship to take you away. And the Fearless Rambler says, cruise ship jail. Yeah, so much fun. And Leonard Family Fun says that's the cost to act badly. No sympathy here.
That's right. No sympathy here either.
I agree. No sympathy.
Yeah.
So now we're leaving the port late.
Yep.
Because of you.
So port fees add up. If you stay over the time period, you got to pay more port fees.
Right, because those port fees are based on the amount of time that ship is at that port and the number of passengers on that ship. So now the port fees have escalated.
Let's say it's $20 per person at the port and you got 3,000 passengers. Well, another 60 grand they could throw at you.
But now the pilot, we got to get another pilot ship because we missed our appointment with our pilot ship.
You got to pay that too.
So now they got to get another pilot ship to come, and he's going to charge you extra because he's off the clock now.
So you're in the thousands, perhaps tens of thousands of dollars.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so now let's say another passenger complains that their vacation was ruined. Because if we go back to the Carnival statement, it says that, where was it at? The spirit of community and neighborliness. So now we have a passenger going to sue the cruise line because their vacation was ruined because of your bad behavior.
And if they had to wait for the authorities and left late, they may not make it to the next port. And the people are not happy about they're missing that port, are they? Especially because of you in a fight.
Better yet, they've missed their flight back at the home port.
Oh, no. Who's going to pay for that?
Now, who's going to pay for that? Passengers have now arrived back at their home port late. Flights have been missed, everything.
Yeah, you're getting the book thrown at you here.
Now, let's make it go up a higher notch even. Another passenger was injured because of your bad behavior.
Yep.
Now, they're suing the cruise line for their injuries. Now, we're talking millions. And the cruise line says they can put that cost right back on you for your bad behavior.
Yeah, I seen a
Good morning, Traveler Bus. It's nice to have you with us this morning.
Good morning, Traveler Bus.
So, Ed Law, we'll just throw up some of the comments about what we said so far. You read them, Chad. I've got them up here.
Okay. Allah Jones says port fees add up fast. Oh, brother, do they? Because they're charging you by the passenger. So there's a lot on there. Fearless Rambler says those who throw deck chairs at you. Now that's so much fun.
Yeah. Now, because one of those fights was they were throwing the deck chairs. What if somebody was walking by and got injured from that deck chair? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's easy. You got your eye gouged out by a chair leg. Oh, yeah. That can cost a lot of money. Jeffrey Schmidt says it's time that Carnival doesn't allow the inmates to run the ship.
There you go.
That's the truth. Let me tell you what.
Now, everything that Carnival has done with banning passengers, and now this new policy, everybody else is going to jump on board with this too.
Yep.
Because these quote unquote fights are definitely costing the cruise lines money.
Oh, yeah. Because after a while, their money passengers are like, I don't need to be here. I can take my money over there.
Right.
The Gaylors say, and if your employer was the same as my former employer, if you get charged with a crime, you no longer have a job.
Oh, really?
Yes,
really
sir.
Good point. That's a really good point.
That's an excellent point, and that is so true. Where I worked at, it was the same way. You work for the sheriff's department, you can't get charged with it.
Yes. So nowadays, jobs look at your Facebook page and all this, even your YouTube channel. Our job can look at anything we're doing on social media, and if they don't approve of it, we can be fired. That's a point we didn't even talk about. Now, not only are
good point, Gaylors. Thanks for bringing that up.
Not only do you have all these expenses incurred by the cruise ship, not only can you not cruise again, now you have your own livelihood of feeding your own family is now at jeopardy.
Was it really worth getting in a fight over that lawn chair? Was it really?
Yeah.
Or because somebody butted you in line. I mean.
And the Leonard Family Fund says her ride is going to be here shortly. Safe travels home. I hope you've enjoyed your vacation, and safe travels to you and your family. And we'll see you around the channel, Leonard Family Fund.
Don't forget, we love you, Tanisha.
We love you.
Here's a big hug and a squeaky toy.
So here's another comment from the Gaylords.
I was not a police officer, but my employer was a police department. Yes.
Well, and like I said, it don't even have to be the police department.
You still have to stand up to those standards, though.
Yes. Yeah. And nowadays, what our positive statement was yesterday, it's terrible to lose an employee that you have training in. It's even worse to keep an employee that's a bad employee. So companies nowadays, they're not keeping bad employees. They're getting rid of them. So and these are criminal charges from a cruise ship. So these are felony charges that you're getting. Now you've got a felony charge. Now that affects your mortgage, that affects rental agreements. A lot of places you cannot rent an apartment if you have felony charges.
Yep.
Even if they're minor, so-called minor felony charges. Let's see what Learn Family Fun says.
Love y'all too. It was a business, all business here. Thanks, Lord Jones. Okay, I'm walking out now. Bye, Tanisha.
Even though it was all business, Tanisha, getting away from home sometimes is really great.
Well, don't forget, in a couple of weeks, she's going to be getting ready to graduate.
Yes.
And so we're going to be waiting for her video of graduation.
Yes. So in the comments on this video, we really want to hear what people have to say about these charges.
Do you support Carnival in these measures?
Do you
feel
think it's
safer?
Overboard?
Yeah.
You know, do you think Carnival's going overboard? And if you take this all the way into your personal life, do you agree or disagree?
Yeah.
And Law Jones says even your credit rating is affected.
Oh yes.
And here's Jeffrey Smith.
Back to Blue Gaylors.
Yeah, he's a retired.
I'm a retired police officer. There you go.
Right.
Right on. Right on.
And
support law enforcement all the way here.
Let's face it. Even the people that are on a cruise ship with this bad behavior, they're not going on a cruise ship I'm hoping they're not going on a cruise ship just for bad behavior. They're going on a cruise ship for a great vacation. They're ruining their own vacation. You know, and really, you know, I just don't even know what to say about it.
Well, I'm going to stay on the positive note of all this. I'm saying thank you, Carnival, for stepping up to the game to ensure, number one, passenger safety and crew safety, but also that we get what we paid for. Right. I paid for a good time, not to be in the middle of a barroom brawl.
And, you know, Law Jones has a great comment here, too. Felons can't vote. You can't own a gun, and you can't have a liquor license.
Right.
So now you have ruined a lot of your American experience being an American. Now this one bar brawl on this cruise ship has cost you so much of your freedoms that we all cherish in the United States. Here's another great comment.
Fearless Rambler says it's bad press for Carnival Cruise Line when there's a fight, so they need to be tough.
Yeah,
absolutely, I agree. That's the way to do it.
And, you know, going back to this one comment here, what they say, it says, our experience has taught us that everyone has a better time when children are supervised, noise in the hallways is kept to a minimum, guests follow cues, and that the spirit of community and neighborship is shown by all. You know, and that's the bottom line right there. That's the whole reason.
That's pretty simple. It's all the stuff you learn in kindergarten or first grade. You know, get in line and stay your place in line and keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah.
All the stuff you learned as a little child, if you just follow those rules into adulthood, won't have these problems. We wouldn't even have to be talking about it right now.
Right.
Law Jones says money will make the captains act quick. They will be ready to slay.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's the other thing. It's thrown back on the captain. The captain could lose his job for allowing all this mayhem to happen on his ship.
Oh, he's not going to allow it. Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
Without calling security and getting security right on it. And then again, you've got security who could lose their jobs because they're not right on it. So you really think the cruise lines are going to sit back and go, well, you know, we're going to wait and see if this fight really breaks out?
Yeah,
they're not.
I've had a little bit of a, I don't know. There's some other channels who kind of want to blame Carnival for not having big buff security guards. This is not Carnival's fault.
No, it's not Carnival's fault.
Let's not blame the people who are trying to make a living here. Let's blame the people who are responsible for it. The people who are starting the fights and causing the fights. Okay, let's keep the blame where it belongs. Let's get them off the ship.
Yeah,
let's make them pay, and not point the finger at the Carnival.
You know, we were in Princess Cay, and there was a young lady that we were passing on the walkway, and it was a very narrow walkway. And
our time's almost up.
Chet has a hard time with the sand, and a lady bumped into her, and she was trying to pick a fight with that lady for bumping into her.
Yes, she was. I thought it was going to go to blows, man.
So here,
Deborah Sigler says, I support Carnival on this bad behavior policy. More cruisers will be comfortable cruising on Carnival.
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am. 100%
Absolutely. I totally agree.
I feel a lot better about going now, you know. Fearless Rambler says, those who want to fight need to go to New York City on vacation.
They won't get in
trouble. Won't get into trouble there. There you go. I agree, George. There's some places they can go, and it'll just look like normal day down there.
Well, that's our show for today. I know it's a little serious and not really a lot of fun, but that's okay. Sometimes you need to be serious. And my alarm clock's telling me I've got to go to work.
I still think it's a lot of fun, though, to know that Carnival is going to make the ship safer.
Yeah.
I feel better about that.
Absolutely.
So I'm looking at the good side of this. You know.
I agree. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, you guys. And until tomorrow morning, we'll see you around the channel.
Happy birthday, Kurt.